Hey guys, this is Randy, and today is March 22nd, 2016. I wanted to go over a few changes. I'm noting the date because I'm continually making changes, and I have a whole punch list of improvements to the trading room and other areas of the site. So check back from time to time, particularly on the videos here, the tutorials, because those will change over time. One of the new features we implemented just today is the ability to more easily follow posts and in threads that you've commented on. If you've checked out the videos, again, the tutorials here in the trading room, there's a couple of ways that I go over shortcuts, most efficient ways how to use the forum. But if you're using the default, which is all members, which I typically recommend, I only use one of two options. Either show everything, which will show all the posts in chronological order, and then it will also thread. Use a threaded option if there's any replies. Like here, Joe Friday made a post, Sniper Trader replied, Schooner replied to him, and so those are threaded. However, the problem up until now is if, let's say, a sniper replied, this thread keeps building and rolling down, and then that post, when Schooner replied to him, unless Schooner made mention, use the @ sign and then Sniper Trader's name, or maybe Joe Friday wanted to know what was going on there, he had to keep going back and checking that thread that he made earlier. And, sometimes people can come in here and possibly answer this a day or two later. So the new feature is anytime that you reply to or anytime you comment on any thread, when you jump in, whether you're the original author or you've commented to it, you now receive a notification up here by your username area. And there's two ways to do that. If you hover on your username, you'll see that you have 6 notifications unread here, 1 message. Or the easier of the two ways is when you notice the blue dot up here, there's always a circle to the left of your username. If there's any notifications, say somebody sent you a message to your inbox, your private message, has mentioned you in an update, they'll all show here under notifications. So do what I'm doing and just hover. Again, take the cursor, hover on there, and then it's so much easier to just get this drop down box here, and it tells me in this case there's 2 mentions. That's relevant because that means somebody made the point to catch my attention in a post by putting the @ sign in front of ROTC or RSOTC, the right side of the chart, my username. So I can click that, it'll bring me to those posts, show me those mentions, and then more importantly, here's the new features. So here's a post that I must have chimed in on at some point because I had now a message saying that Joe Friday and Sniper Trader also commented on Sniper Trader's post. So there's a post that I would have commented on. So if I wanted to click and follow up and see their replies, I just click on that. Here's another one. Schooner commented to one of my posts. Some more comments here, and then a private message notification. So let's just go to that one real quick, see what happens if I click on Joe Friday and Sniper Trader's comments here. It brings me to that post. There's Sniper Trader's original post. Joe Friday chimed in, Sniper Trader replied. There's where I chimed in, and you can see those are the follow-up replies. So much more efficient way now to not miss anything that gets buried in the trading room. And again, just to go back, I use either the everything option, which goes down, will show things in that more neatly clustered, threaded manner. In other words, when there's replies, you have those what they call nested or threaded comments that move down, like I'm talking about here. These are standalone posts. But if during the day when I'm active, if I'm not working on charts or doing trading or something else, I do like to leave it. If I'm really focused on the trading room, I'll just put it on show comments. And then what that does is anytime anything new is posted within the trading room, any of the groups, anything, it will pop up here. So if you look at the timing, this one was 10 minutes ago, 49 minutes ago. So everything is in order. The only downside here is there's some redundancy. In other words, let's say somebody chimes in here and replies, makes a comment to Sniper Trader's post right here. That will pop up top. You also have the original here and all the other ones that were replied to, based on the time that they were there. So again, this is the ideal way if you have time and you're just sitting at your computer and you have a window open. Every time something new comes up, you'll get that load more button, so you're not going to miss anything. So then you can catch everything that's going on. And of course, if you do see one of these, if you're doing this way and you come across one that says view conversation, that means that there are other posts involved. So you just click on the view conversation, in this case this reply from SNP, and then you can see everything that was mentioned there, so you don't miss anything. One other item to make note is the mute function is now restored. At least hopefully we had a programmer make some changes. Thank you for that. And I think the mute function should be working now. So again, to do a mute, let's see if this works here. It should. It was working earlier today when I tested it. Joe Friday, I click on his username. Joe, I will unmute you right after this, but if I want to click mute Joe, I click that mute function right there, the mute button, and now you see I'm now muting Joe Friday. What happens if I go back to the trading room? Let's say I just don't agree with Joe Friday's trading style. I won't see any of his posts. So that's again, that's covered in a separate email. I'm sorry, a separate tutorial down here, right here, how to use the mute function. So you can check that out. And then if I wanted to later on, let's say I have a little more time to devote to the blog, or my trading style has morphed, then I can go back in here. I clicked on that right there, mute all. See, and that shows me all the people I'm muting. So I simply go in here and say, you know what, let's see what Joe has to say lately, and I can unmute him and add him back to the trading room. So. All right, those are the latest changes, and as I said, check back from time to time. If there's anything major, I'll post it in a video, or it'll pop up here. These are the site-wide notice areas. There isn't anything right now, but just above groups. And that is, before I wrap this up, one more thing I wanted to mention. Some of you might notice if you leave the trading room, navigate to the Trade Ideas, ETF Center, anywhere else on the site, there used to be, you'd hover on Trading Room and you had to click either Activity Stream, which is where we are now, or the Group section. And I streamlined this a little bit. So you just simply, if you're anywhere on the site, click Trading Room right here. It'll bring you into the Trading Room where we're already at right now. And if you wanted to view more detail on the groups, you can either click on the individual groups or click the groups, the title for groups right here over the that sidebar. And that brings you to the group page that you used to have to access under here. So it's just really, once you're in the trading room, it's an easier way. And this gives you your summaries on the groups. You can get in and change your email settings to immediate, daily summary, or a weekly summary, or opt out altogether if you're in a group. And that's it for now. So if you guys have any ideas on how to improve the trading room, I'm all ears. Shoot me a private message, and I will add it to the list.